Ooh, you're hearing my voice. This is the first time anyone has heard my voice on this channel, unless you're one of my friends. But the Side Order DLC comes out 29 days from now, specifically the 24th of January. So I think it's probably best I make a theory about it. Probably because I think I have a good idea of how it starts. So my first idea from when I saw the trailer is that, of course, Marina goes missing. Everyone by now probably knows that. But the main thing is that her disappearance isn't like physical. It seems to be that she gets stuck in somewhere, wherever that be. And the simulation or whatever she gets transported to is like this weird matrix place. And whenever you get transported into a new simulation or part of it, this weird text shows up. And it's the Square script, the Inkling language. Now, I translated part of it, and it's all just jargon. It's all just X, Y, Z, F, whatever. So that has nothing to do with it, it's just stylized, but everything else seems to have a meaning. Now, the one thing I want to point out is the weird robotic structure that appeared in the second trailer, including the third's concept art. I feel like it has something to do with this whole debacle thing that Marina and what looks to be Deadfish get stuck into. And I mean, it doesn't seem like a far shot. I mean, we have a pretty big thing with Tartar trying to destroy the world, and that was a supercomputer meant to save humanity or the next uprising of humanity in the Octo expansion. And looking at the third trailer for the Side Order, the illustrative art, or I guess the concept art, I would say it's more illustrative art, but there seems to be something at the top of that supercomputer tower boss thing. And it kind of reminds me of the toaster boss from the second game. Anyways, that figure, it's an Inkling, and it seems similar to Agent 4, but I don't get why they would be the villain, because they saved the Square. And so it kind of begs question of what the story is going to be like when it comes out. And along with the supercomputer thing, we have those weird, like, robotic sludge monster thingies. Whatever those sludge guys are. It looks so weird. But yeah, we have the sludge. And so, for some reason, those play a pivotal role in possibly stopping the player from learning about Marina or Deadfish. And that also begs to differ, why is Deadfish sanitized? Or I guess Oct. Why is Oct sanitized? Did they get stuck by Tartar? Because the only way you can get sanitized is by Tartar. And so it makes no sense that maybe he played a role in it. Maybe this is Tartar's supercomputer best bud or something. This section is pretty silly because I want to talk about the fact that Pearl and Marina are wearing the same outfits that they did in the Damn Socks album. Yeah, this is probably one of the shortest sections of this video, probably only because I wanted to fit this fact in there, and the fact that it's a little bit crazy that it probably takes place only a little bit of time after the Damn Socks album making, and so that's why they still have that clothing on. Or Pearl and Marina just don't wash and they don't change their clothing, which is kind of disgusting, and they probably don't do that. I mean, I hope they don't do that. I mean, yeah. Anyways, enough about the fact that I'm talking about Pearl and Marina not showering for quite a while. The clothing overall is really cool, and I'm glad that they kept it, because if it was just a one-shot thing and only had a piece of art, that would really suck. I think it's a really cool little outfit for Pearl and Marina both, and I think it's cool that we might have 3D modeled versions of those same clothing items. I think we should discuss the elephant in the room, and that's the absence of Pearl. I mean, why isn't she in the simulation with Agent 8? Is there something going on in the real world, or is it that she doesn't want to come with, or she physically can't? I mean, what's up with that? When you come to think of it, it should be simple for the both of them to go, unless it's a specific way of getting into the simulation that only Agent 8 can physically go in, or else she would be stuck. That's the only thing I can think of, and that the Pearl drone acts as sort of an escape kind of thing, where it can survey and then come back if it wants to, because it doesn't get stuck or something. Because if you think about it, Agent 8 is the only person there besides Marina and Deadfish that doesn't seem stuck. And maybe that's the reason. Pearl doesn't want to go because she would get stuck herself. And Deadfish got stuck, so that's how we didn't see them in the low water party, or even to begin with in the second game, or the Octo expansion, I should say. Because that's the only plausible reason, is that it's kind of like you dip into it, and that once you dip into like the water, you can't resurface, and it's just this void of colorless whatever, kind of like the backrooms. You have to find your way out, and it's really hard. I mean, from what we've seen, the trailers show us kind of a picture painting it like the game's going to be like a roguelike. And that kind of shows that, yeah, it's endless, aka you're trapped, you can't come back. And so maybe the Pearl drone and Agent 8 are the only ones that can come back and forth. And so Agent 8 is kind of diving in because they know they can come out, but everyone else is stuck. Now, I'm going to go all the way back to Splatoon 2 for this one. Now, back in Splatoon 2, we had the Final Fest, and the Final Fest was the end-all be-all, essentially determining what the next Splatoon game was going to look like. And so since Team Chaos won, we never got to see what Team Order looked like, and that's the whole purpose of the side order. The side order is giving us a sort of portal, a gateway, into what that game or what our story mode would have looked like if Team Order would have won. And so the side order is literally what it means. It's the side order. It's the side story to what Team Order would have looked like. And so I think the fact that Marina goes missing is kind of cool, because Marina was the team leader of Team Order, and Pearl was the team leader of Team Chaos, and Team Chaos won and Team Order lost, meaning that Marina is also lost, and we have to find her again, which is kind of cool, because maybe they were planning that. I also think it's interesting that everything is bleak and white, and that it's kind of orderly, and every color too is a Pantone, and Pantones are essentially the base of every color. And along with these Pantone base colors, there's a kind of running theme between like the letter 8, or I guess the infinity symbol. And so it's kind of like you look at the DJ board for Oct or Deadfish, and they have the little infinity symbol, or 8 as well, and their name literally means 8 in German. As well as this, I remember seeing a video someone made, and they were talking about this interesting ploy that they put on the game's marketing, and yeah, it's heavily centered around infinity, to almost a point of just being a brand for the side order. And so that kind of fits in the roguelike and the order that the whole game is trying to give us, because it's the side order. Now, we don't know much, and I don't know much myself about the actual story, but I'm just gonna go on a whim and say that Marina and Pearl are somewhere. I don't really know where. Maybe somewhere with Sky because of those little snapshots. One has Marina in it and it looks like it has some Sky. It's not like the Deep Sea Metro or anything. But then she encounters something and gets stuck in that weird singularity simulation place. And Agent 8 and Marina might be there with her, or they might not know. I'm gonna guess they're with her, and they don't want to go down or something, don't want to get caught or something like that. And they're like, oh, we gotta go save Marina. And so Pearl goes with Agent 8 in the drone, and they go into the possible portal wherever. And they end up finding dead fish first before finding Marina. And so they go through all those levels and stuff, blah blah blah, until you finally face the boss and a big twist happens, but eventually we're gonna find Marina and get Marina back. Or Marina's a villain, or Marina's trapped, or something. It's such a wide range of what could happen that this is my hypothetical what if kind of thing. I don't know what else to talk about, so this is pretty much the end of my theory video, but if I get more ideas I might add on to this or something. I have no clue, but for now this is pretty much it. All my little ideas of what I've seen from the trailers compiled into one long video on my channel. I hope you like this video, and yeah, that was my total Octo expansion theory video. Totally not side ordered, gone fake real. Hashtag crazy, I'm insane.